everybody, happy October. How are we all doing? Hope that we're all safe and well, and it was great seeing everybody at class. Fantastic weight and inch loss. We've set the tone for October. Those that are on holidays, enjoy the usual drill, and those that couldn't be with us, get well soon. 28 days left in October to make a difference. 28 days, 4 weeks of a challenge. £10 is what is there for the taking. Let's grab it with both hands, folks. I know that you can do this. I hope that we all enjoyed Sam's little biscuits. I have to stand beside him and really write these recipes down so I can pass them on, but 2 of those biscuits are free, so nice with a cuppa, plus you're getting a little bit of satisfaction and a little bit of sugar fix. So this week's talk is about signs of a growth mindset. Okay, so just to let you know as well, I might have mentioned it in class, next week I'll be announcing the plan for when I'm finishing up, how long I'll be finishing up for, which I won't be away for very long, which I'm excited about, and I'm looking for your support to help me. But I will fill you in on the plans in next week's class, and I'll have a little poster up with dates and everything else like that. So, signs of a growth mindset. So it is leading on from September's talks of the psychology of weight loss and weight gain. So again, it's another deep talk, and I just love going deep and delving in deep, because we've talked about this before, how important it is for our mind to be in gear, for us to be successful on our weight and also on our health journey, that we have to just get ourselves in gear. And once the mind is in gear, it's like a domino effect, things just fall into place. So we really have to work on ourselves, talk to ourselves, and again, it's about practice, because practice is what makes perfect, and putting them into place, because it is all great hearing them at class, and I know when I hear things at training, and I'm a great one for taking notes and applying them to myself before I deliver the information, and I make the information personal to me so I can relate it back to the class. And I just love information and I love knowledge. So it's about really applying that knowledge and what we learn in the class, because sometimes we hear ideas or we hear pointers and we say, oh, that's brilliant, I never thought of that. But do we just leave the class and leave it there? Or do we actually take it home and work on it and say, I'm going to work on that this week? Because I am sending a lot of training courses. I send myself on a lot of training courses, so the information is new, that we're not repeating information from week to week. So signs of that growth mindset, which I want us all to develop. So it was like years ago when we had our cameras and you'd go and you get your pictures developed. We develop, and it takes some time. You might say come back in 24 hours, you pay extra to have them quicker. We have to develop over time. So signs of a growth mindset, it's not something that's just going to go bang. It's something that we have to work on, because we could have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. But it doesn't mean all aspects of our life that we have that growth mindset. Maybe when it comes to, let's say, dieting, we have that growth mindset, but the rest of our life, it could be that fixed mindset. So it's about developing, as I said, that growth mindset. So over time, to keep on developing and working on ourselves, as we've said before, that you are the best project that you'll ever work on is yourself. So when we have a growth mindset, we believe that hard work and our dedication is what's going to get us results. Okay, but if we have a fixed mindset, we think, well, this is the way I've always been. And sometimes when it comes to our weight loss journey, what we think when we have a fixed mindset is, I've always had a weight problem. I was a big baby. Through teenage life, I carried a little bit of weight. I've never got to my goal weight, but I'm here in Slim for Life and I'm coming from week to week to get weighed. But we never really visualise ourselves at our destination, at our goal weight, or the weight that we want to be, a healthy BMI. So that's where the growth mindset comes in, rather than that fixed mindset, well, this is the way I am, I'm monitoring it, I'm not putting on weight, but we're not really seeing the final destination and, let's say, the bigger picture. Okay, so the first thing on our list from this week's talk is that anything is possible. So we start to believe that, well, okay, I can lose £7, I can lose £10, I can lose a stone. And we know that if we put in our hard work and we dedicate ourselves to it, that we are going to see results. So that's where we start to believe that anything is possible. That it's not when I say we're going for £1 this week or we're going for £2, that you say, oh, please God, or I'll try, but I have a birthday and I'm away for the weekend. That we believe that anything is possible because we are putting in the hard work for that. The next point is always looking for opportunities. So we see the positive. So we're looking for an opportunity. Okay, I want to lose 3 to 4 pounds this week. I'm going to speak to Clodagh. Clodag's going to give me the keys and the tricks and the tools to do that, because she's trained to do that, to seek out that opportunity, to ask for help, take it with both hands and run with it. Okay, so that opportunity is there. So that's where we look for opportunities and we ask for help. Okay, so that we can progress. As I said, knowledge is key, education is key. So I might say to you, a bagel is 9 carbs, but at least you have that information. So that's your decision then, if you want to spend your 9 carbs, or you'll say, no, I'll actually choose a slim bone instead. So that's why knowledge is powerful. We're willing to learn from others. Okay. So sometimes, remember that I'm a member as well, just because I stand up and take the class, but I am also a member, and I have been a member in other organisations before I started my own business, is I used to sit there, and I'm being really honest about this, like the green-eyed monster. If I heard different weight loss, or maybe someone said I had a great week and I'd no takeaways, and I would be the green-eyed monster saying, she's spoofing. She must have starved herself all week. There's no way she could have lost 7 pounds in a week, or he lost 8 pounds. There's no way. He must have been doing something different, some magic tool. And that's because I had that fixed mindset that I've had a weight problem from a young age. And looking back now, hindsight is a great thing, but I can see the traits that was there. So it's to learn from others. So if we hear someone in class and we say, Jenny, they seem to be losing weight every week, I'm going to have a little sit beside them next week, or I'm going to catch them on the way out, or I'll ask Claudia, does she know what that person might be doing a little bit different? I heard such and such talk about the Fat Buster drink. I see it on the poster every week, but are we taking that on board? Are we trying these things and willing to learn from what others do? We are a group full of experts on how to lose weight and also on how to put it on. So let's learn from each other. Accept constructive criticism and learn from it. So you might give me a food diary, which is great, and I give you a little bit of feedback on that. Sometimes the nose can be taken off me a little bit, and that's all fine, because remember, I'm the member and I know there's highs, lows, the emotions of this. But I'm not saying that judging you. I'm saying that applying my training to give you that help to take on the tools that we can change for next week to see a difference. So constructive criticism, to take it and to learn from it. So if I might have said, we've went over our carbs a little bit, we need to drink more water. Are you meeting me with an obstacle straight away and say, I can't drink water because I'm always going to the bathroom? Carbs is just my favourite thing. I just can't cut them back. I'm starving when I cut them back. Or are you saying to me, okay, I'm going to really watch the carbs. What can I have when I'm hungry? So that we learn from the advice, from the criticism. And it's not because I'm perfect, because I'm far from it. But again, I'm on my weight loss journey and I'm learning. And I also learn from you, the member. Next then is you understand the skills can be learned by putting effort in. So we learned that if we keep a food diary, those members that keep a food diary lose 3 times more weight than those who don't. So are we willing and understand that if we put in and apply these tools, that our journey is going to be a little bit smoother, whatever it takes to be a little bit smoother and more successful. So putting that effort in and making that change to see change. The next point then is you love exploring new things instead of staying in your comfort zone. So that's when we're developing that growth mindset, that we're not just, well, this is what I do, this is what I have for my breakfast, my snack, my lunch, my dinner. I am trying new things. I'm going to quicken up my metabolism. And we don't stay in that comfort zone, that we like exploring and trying new food. Because you might say to me, I don't like spicy food, I'm not really keen on the recipes. Tweak them to suit you. Play around with it. Make that time. Because again, when you're busy doing that, it stops us from eating. So again, it's back to whatever it takes. Next then is embrace challenges and persevere. So it's important not to label yourself in a negative way, that I've always have a weight problem. I never seem to lose more than a stone. This is the most I've ever lost. I'm fluctuating up and down, and you're putting that mental block in. So it's not to identify yourself as being this overweight person, because that's not your identity. Okay, but we're very quick to put a negative label on ourselves. Believe that you can change this, that you can change and break through the half stone or 10 pound or the stone, whatever that we have never gone before, let's say. Break out of that comfort zone. Losing weight is a challenge. Probably one of the biggest challenges, because we're battling with ourselves, because no one is force feeding us. Well, I hope not. If they are, let me know and I'll have to do something about it. But that's part of the process. Part of the process is that it is a challenge. We have to persevere and embrace those challenges. So, okay, this week I've 3 outings. Embrace those challenges. One of them is going to be my treat. The other 2, I'm going to make the right choices. And that is the beauty about being a human, that we have that choice. Learning is a lifelong process. We're always learning, constantly learning. I'm learning every single day, every hour, and any information I get, I'm more than happy to pass it on. The next point then is find inspiration in the success of others. So not to be like me, like the way I was with the green-eyed monster. Let's say Mary, Anne, Joan, whoever's in the group, the success of other members, and find inspiration, because if one of us can do it, the other one can. Okay, so it's not that someone has more willpower, more ability, or more support. It's a very personalised journey. So find that inspiration and in success of others. And I'm sure no one in the group has a problem with another member coming over and saying, any tips this week? What can I do different? How did you do that this week? Because we are all in this together. Take responsibility for your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and most importantly for your results. So if we're not getting the results that we want, you have to take responsibility and say, well, why is that happening? Because really the buck stops with us, with ourselves. Look for that help, embrace the challenges, and really our little motto for this week is that attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. So our attitude, so make sure we're developing our growth mindset. So that's basically the gist of this week's talk. You know I'm limited for time. Have a great week, everyone. Big hugs and kisses to everyone, and stay safe. Mwah!